Coach Neil Alexander now joining us. Coach, congratulations on the win, a 54-28 victory over a non-conference opponent. You're never really sure exactly what to expect when you have these teams that you're not familiar with. It took a while for the game to get going, but we talked about it throughout much of the game. The team was looking for a spark, and when Joey Olden made a steal, got a basket, made it 14-10, from that point on, the Railers just took off.
Yeah, you know, you got to look for places, and you know, I told you this morning and even last night, you should have caught some interviews up here because they were pushing us out, and we couldn't even get open on the wings. But you know, that's something we've learned here late in the season. You know, we were just trying to race them to the wings. You got to do different things, and we didn't do it. So those are things that we've got to spend time on this week to prepare us down the road, and hopefully that'll help us out tremendously. And you know, it was a great defense was pretty good. We forced turnovers. We done what we had to do, and you know, the kids, you know, they played defensively. I didn't think we were very sharp offensively.
Yeah, Coach, they did some things, as you said, kind of a little bit of a Chatham type where they hang and bang on you, but all in all, they've got also some speed going on too. But for the most part, we did a pretty good job of handling the basketball and getting them.
Kids, all right.
Yeah, he fell while they're playing some basketball, but I think he's okay. But yeah, their defense gave you a little bit of a trouble, Coach. But as soon as the defense got going, boy, it hit two big threes here in the corner and pretty much smooth sailing after that.
Yeah, you know, Ed's been shooting the ball exceptionally well, and he creates a lot of problems for our opponents because do you come out and cover him? If you don't, you know, Tyler Horsham scored an easy basket because of Edward, and you know, if your kids will play together and understand what you're trying to do and things, you know, that makes things a lot more interesting.
Coach, you talked about the offense and the struggles that the Railers had a little bit early on tonight, and with their man-to-man defense, knowing that there could have been more backdoor plays available, do you think the guys were rushing it a little too much, trying to get the backdoor even when the passes weren't there?
There was no timing. You know, we were out there too soon, and we weren't ready to make the break when we should have. And again, that's because of their defense. They were in very aggressive, but that's the way the suburban school plays. So this is a great game for us. It prepares us because that's what you're going to see down the stretch into the regional, and hopefully even farther than that.
Yeah, good learning tool for the Railers, and I thought Joey probably had. Before the broken arm, I thought he was getting a lot of deflections, and really after that he hasn't been as quick, and I thought Jeff made a good point. You know, he's fresh. He has took off several weeks, not that he wanted to, but you saw him be really active tonight. I thought he was quicker than anybody on the court tonight. A lot of hands on balls, and he was as good defensively as we've had this year.
Yeah, I thought he done a nice job, and then at the end there, I think he's got a broken nose.
What? Did really?
Serious.
You got a broken nose?
I wouldn't kid you.
Well, we can take care of that. They can make masks and stuff for that now.
We hope. We'll put a football helmet on him. Most of the games are football now.
Yeah.
So we'll just put a football helmet on him and see what can happen. But the kid can't catch a break. I mean, but he plays so hard, and you tell him to put his nose in there, and look what happens. So.
Yeah, it was a good battle for the Railers here tonight, and now, Coach, you can turn to the next contest coming up Friday night, and there's certainly going to be a much different atmosphere here in Royas Anderson Friday night with SHG coming to town, and as Josh pointed out, you know that the Cyclones would want nothing more to not only sweep the season series from the Railers, but knock the Railers out of contention for getting that Central State 8 at least a share of the title.
Well, if we come out and play flat like we did tonight, I thought the first quarter we were real stale and slow, and they took it to us, and you know, Griffin plays a little bit like you know, Glenbrook, so it was a good game for preparation for that. And then you turn around, and Moline goes to Quincy last night and beats Quincy. So, you know, another one of them tough weekends coming up, but it's a point to where it's a good time to play them. You know, you can't back down now. You got to go at it, and you got to play. And our guys I think they want that challenge.
And Coach, last night during the interview, you said that Austin kind of looked over at you and said that was my last three. I guess he was kind of fibbing.
Yeah, he asked if he could shoot another. Well, he's 50%, so.
That's pretty good.
But I told him, you know, that official, you must have paid him off because that was after the buzzer.
Yeah, that's
so
what I said too.
I told him it didn't count.
So a good weekend for the Railers. They pick up 2 wins. The conference won last night, the non-conference here. Defense playing well, and right now, you know, you talk about the weekends getting tougher and the schedule not being easy, but that's the way the schedule's, why it's set up the way it is. You want them playing this type of basketball against this type of competition, because when late February and March gets here, you don't have any time for an off night.
Right, you know, and I like playing, you know, Friday, Saturday right now. Friday, Saturday in December, I like those Friday, so you get a lot of practice time. You get your things in. You got a lot of time to work on things. And, you know, then you get to January, February, boy, you're playing. And you know, that's the way I like our schedule, and it's set up pretty well for us, plus the fact that we're playing good people and we're playing good basketball.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go. Congratulations on the win here. We'll see you back here Friday night against SHG, and I'm sure a big turnout from the Railer Nation would be appreciated.
Oh, very much so. Our guys are going to be prepared to play, and, you know, we want to come out and do our thing, and, you know, we want to go down to that last game, and that'll even be a bigger one down at Lamphere, but it's not a big one if you don't take care of business tomorrow night or Friday night.
Railers with the victory. Coach, thanks for coming up, and we'll see you next Friday.